good morning and happy Thursday, everyone. We're still heading up to De Pere, Wisconsin, and we spent the night as invited guests of the Wisconsin State Police. Yes, we spent the night at the Wisconsin Bristol Way Station. So the first way station that you hit in the state of Wisconsin as you pass in from Illinois on 94. And as soon as you enter the state of Wisconsin, there's this big way station here, scale. So the good thing is that the state of Wisconsin, I don't know who is the government body that decides this. I don't know if it's DOT, the state police, whoever the heck it is, but somebody in the state of Wisconsin has made it so that you can park overnight or whenever at any way station in Wisconsin. I don't know about any. I think almost everyone that I've seen, but maybe there are some exceptions. I don't know, but I've seen most of the scale houses that I've seen in Wisconsin. They are open 24 hours for truck drivers to park, which I think is awesome because these way stations usually have massive lots, for all their inspections and all the stuff that they have to do. So I think it's really great that they do that they open it up for truck drivers, and I'm hoping that drivers don't trash the places and end up getting us all kicked out. So that's always the hope. But so yeah, we spent the night here at this way station. If you are coming through this area, I would highly recommend it because it's nice, flat, even ground, so you're not sleeping sideways. And always a ton of room in here, no matter what time of the day. And hey, what better place to be safely parked than right where the Wisconsin State Police congregate? So I don't think you're going to find a much safer spot than that. You get kind of implied security services through that. So thank you very much to the great state of Wisconsin. Again, whether it be the state police, whether it be a DOT, whoever it is that is making that decision to allow this, there's at least one truck driver, myself, who greatly appreciates your hospitality. So we are getting underway. We just pre-tripped everything. We sent our DVRs. We did all of that good stuff because I'm a Boy Scout and I follow every single regulation I can to a T. And the only time that I potentially wouldn't is if I don't know, I'm human, if I forgot or if there was something I didn't know about. But so far I don't think there is anything, and I usually don't forget anything. At least when it comes to the truck I don't, that's for damn sure. So we are heading out. We are gonna go back out of this scale here and be on our way up to De Pere, Wisconsin, and hopefully it is a nice, relaxing, uneventful trip. So we will check in a little bit later. Well, before we hit De Pere, I knew there's a blue beacon here somewhere. Just found it. But this truck needs a bath. It's frickin' filthy. So we are going to do a brief pit stop at the trusty Blue Beacon, and it doesn't look like there's a crap ton of trucks there, which is beautiful.
Now go straight ahead.
Love it, because usually Blue Beacons,
take the ramp ahead.
Ooh, they can get busy. And when they're busy, that means you sit for a long time and wait. So let's see if we can get in here real quick and get a bath. Time to clean up our act. are just a little bit north of Milwaukee, finally getting through the gridlock that is Milwaukee construction traffic. And I just was reminded of another little topic. Here's one for the new drivers again, and also one for possibly some of you car driver non-trucker folks. And the topic is road signs. So the one thing that you will learn very quickly when you start driving a truck is that you better damn well read every single sign that you see, because those road signs that you used to kind of pay attention to, kind of not, you know, you're driving along in your car, you're just zoning out, you're enjoying your drive. And, you know, yeah, you're maybe noticing the speed limit signs, and yeah, maybe you're noticing this sign or the other, but you're really not hawking them. You're not, like, really watching for them and trying to pay attention. And when you drive a truck, you need to immediately start doing that, because those signs become incredibly important when you're driving a big truck. So, number one, you know, the most obvious are when you see the yellow, amber-colored speed limit signs on turns. You've probably never noticed them driving a car. You've probably never paid attention. But those signs are absolutely critical for trucks, because one of the easiest things you can do is take a turn too fast, not realize you're going too fast until you're in the turn, and it's almost too late at that point. And that's how trucks flip over. And it's a hell of a lot easier to flip a truck than most people realize. So that's number one. When you see the most obvious example being an off-ramp, when you see you're coming off of a highway at a speed of 70 miles per hour, and you see that off-ramp and you see that diamond-shaped amber sign that says 45 miles per hour or 25 miles per hour, you better freaking pay attention. Otherwise, you are going to be a statistic. Slow down. And for you car drivers out there, you know, I always kind of get pissed off at car drivers who start slowing down way too soon when they're getting off at an exit, and that's super freaking annoying. Please stop doing that. Off-ramps are generally designed so that cars have sufficient braking room to get down to the speed that's required to make the turn. There are some exceptions that are super short or almost no ramp whatsoever, and all of a sudden, boom, it's 25. So yeah, those are an exception. But for the majority of off-ramps on highways, there's more than enough room for you to start slowing down once you're in the exit lane and not still in the right lane of the damn highway. So stop doing that. Now, for trucks, on the other hand, very, very different ballgame. A good amount of the time, you're going to need to start slowing that truck down before you're actually in that exit lane, because it's just not enough time to safely and smoothly slow that truck down. So trucks, of course, are an exception to that. Same thing with coming on to a highway when you're merging on. Cars, there's absolutely no excuse for any car driver or pickup truck driver, or let's say non-semi-truck driver. There is absolutely no excuse for you causing a truck driver to have to change lanes because you're not paying attention. That is absolutely freaking annoying. So if you're coming on to a highway, it is your job to regulate your speed so that you're coming in at the speed of traffic. If a truck has to hit their brakes or swerve over to let you in before you have an accident, then you're an idiot. It's entirely your fault. So again, trucks are an exception to that rule. Trucks take a very long time to accelerate. And when they're coming onto a highway and they're trying to merge in, you car drivers, get the hell out of the way. You'll notice all the trucks when they see another truck coming up the entrance ramp, they all move over out of the lane to give them room. And there's a reason why they do that, is because they know that once you get that truck rolling, the worst thing you can do is have to hit your brakes and stop. Because it's not just a matter of having to stop so that clueless car driver can keep going along their merry way. What you've now created actually is a very dangerous situation, because now you have a stopped semi-truck on the highway. And now that same truck has to somehow accelerate once again to highway speed, except this time they're not doing it on an entrance ramp where they're, getting sufficient space to at least get up to 45 or so before they're merging in. No, they're having to stop from a dead stop and start out and try to get onto the highway. And that creates an absolutely deadly situation. So please, folks, be mindful of that. You people that are driving cars, please try and pay attention to that. Truck drivers are not trying to be assholes to squeeze their way in. There's a reason why they're doing what they're doing. They're driving a gigantic beast of a vehicle, and everything is all about the safety of you folks, you car drivers on the road. We're trying to keep you alive. So hopefully a lot of you already understand that, and those who don't, maybe think about that a little bit. That maybe that truck driver isn't being a jerk. Maybe that turn signal that they just put on isn't just because they feel like changing lanes. You can't see through their truck. If you're on the left of a truck, very close to their rear end or beside the truck, you cannot see through that truck. You have no idea what is going on forward of both of your vehicles and to the right. You can't see it. Guess what? The truck driver can. If they suddenly put their left turn signal on, they're not asking permission. They're telling you, I need to get over. This truck is coming over. Get the fuck out of the way. That's what that turn signal means. It is not a request. It's a statement. It's, I am coming over. Get out of my way. Please understand that. But yeah, I was just reminded of it on this road. I don't mean to get all preachy, but it's it's something important that they don't teach in driver's ed. And so all of the people driving cars, they don't learn this stuff, and they should, because it's all stuff that is life-saving to know. And it's people won't necessarily think about all this kind of stuff until they're actually driving a truck. So that's why I'm trying to share it. So anyway, I just wanted to put that out there, and we will check in later. We're finally flowing with some speed now, and on our way to De Pere. There's one more point that I forgot to mention about merging onto the highway for all you non-truck drivers. And it's a very, very important thing to point out. And it's something that I see quite often is, if a truck is in the right lane and you're merging onto the highway, like I said before, if you're not able to accurately monitor and adjust your speed to merge in either in front of or behind that truck, that timing is your responsibility. That truck is in the lane. They are holding the lane. We are taught to hold the lane. All right? So the point that I wanted to bring up though is a very important one that a lot of car drivers don't think about. And that is the fact that, once again, the truck itself is a gigantic 53-foot long, actually 72-foot long blind spot for you. So as you're merging or trying to merge onto that highway and you see a truck coming up in the right-hand lane that you're trying to merge into, and you're going, gosh, why isn't that asshole truck driver moving over for me? Don't they know who I am? I'm the most important person in the world. Well, they might very well want to move over for you, because maybe they do realize that, yes, you are the most important person in the world, and yes, they should make a lane change with their 80,000-pound rolling missile. So perhaps they should be doing that. Yeah, that truck driver's an asshole. Well, guess what? What you don't see is that in the lane immediately to that truck's left is a minivan full of children. Now, I ask you, what would you have that truck do? Do you want them to just change lanes so that you can get your clueless idiot butt into the lane while they roll over a family in a minivan and make them flat as a pancake and have an entire family closed casket funeral, all because you are important? So, a little food for thought. Maybe give that a little bit of a consideration next time you're trying to merge into a highway and you're seeing a truck in the right lane that you want to get into and they're not moving over for you. There's a very high likelihood that there is another vehicle of some sort, or two, or even three, on their left-hand side that you can't see. The truck is blocking your vision. That is why it is so critically important for you to gauge your speed properly. Either floor it and get ahead of them, because believe you me, no truck wants to race you. They could care less if you get in front of them as long as you're going at least as fast as they are. Fine. Floor it. Go. Be on your merry way. Have a nice day. If you don't have the engine to do that, then slow the fuck down and get behind us. But don't try to push a truck over. You don't know what's on their left-hand side, and you could kill somebody. So, anyway, just wanted to add that.